What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and the Villages series here on the Garmin Approach R10. For today's video, we are going on to the second championship out of 13 located in the Villages. Today's video we are at Bonifay Country Club. This is located in the village of Ferdinand. It's a 27-hole championship complex with the three 9-hole courses by the names of Destin, which is the one we're playing today, Fort Walton, and Pensacola. This course is located at 10035 Pinellas Place within the Villages, Florida. So going through as part of this series, if you guys have seen all the videos before, there's I believe 13 championship courses within the Villages, which are basically just regulation, really nice actually, courses. 10 out of the 13 have 27 holes, and then 3 out of the 13 just have straight 18. So all these videos I'm going back and forth between the shorter, basically par 3 executive courses. There's about 43 different 9 holes located in the Villages, and then going back and forth between the executives and the championships. So this is the second championship course that we're covering. Third round of 9 holes here. Today I played Belmont first, which was an executive. Then I played the third and final course at the championship by the name of Belglade, and we're moving on, like I said, to a new one here. So Destin course at Bonifay Country Club. We're going to give it a go and see what happens, and I'm either going to do the second out of 3 courses here at Bonifay next, or I'm just going to call it a day and finish up with another executive course with more irons and kind of save my back a little bit. But real quick for the rundown, that looks like a narrow tee shot to start it off. Garmin Approach R10 behind me on a DIY level stand, Country Club lead mat, DIY stance mat, Callaway Superfast balls, 10x7 nets, and home tee here you're seeing within the Garmin Golf app as simulator software. So, getting into it, first hole is a par 5. Cool looking palm trees. It's actually, like I mentioned in the first couple of videos, pretty mild out here today in December in New England. It's about 50 degrees, which is pretty nice, but it makes it feel even warmer when I'm looking at palm trees here on the course, or on the screen rather. So we got a dogleg left, long hole, and it's a narrow landing spot up there. I guess this is also a fairway. It's like almost like a split fairway. So I guess we can go out here. I'll probably split the difference, try to turn it back over and cut the corner a little bit. I've been striking driver decent today. We'll see if that continues. And we'll see how we do here. Pretty good start. Pretty dead center of the club face, just a tad low on the face, so it's not going to launch super high. Going to kill a little bit of distance because of that. Kind of started right and stayed right. I didn't release the club quite enough, but still 270 into the rough. We'll take that all day long. Unfortunately, that means the second shot's going to be longer because we're going to have to add the 10% of whatever we have left, but not too bad. Alright, so we got 299 left. There is nothing in my bag, even if I teed up driver again right now. There's nothing that I could get it there, especially considering we have 10% in the rough, which is another 30 yards. So essentially we need 330 to put it on the green from here, which is not happening. And I'm going to play it smart, or smarter, I guess, and just go 4 hybrid. I feel the most comfortable with this. Been leaving the 3 wood and 3 hybrid in the bag just because I hit this 4 hybrid a lot more consistent, and for the sake of 10, 15, 20 yards, I guess in the case maybe of the 3 wood, this is just a lot more consistent. So just looking for something, granted it's going to take 30 yards off of this because we're in the rough, but looking for something between 230 and 250 up there. It'll play, if I hit it 250 it'll play 220 because we're in the rough. But let's see what we can do here. Just looking for a solid second shot. Hit it pretty good. Left the club face a tad open, so it's gonna fade, but struck it decent. Got a lot of rollout too. I actually hit that really good. 241. There was a ton of rollout on that. That means I would have hit that. I was in the rough, right? I think. That would mean I hit that 270, which definitely didn't happen. I don't know what was up with that one. Maybe I just got a ton of rollout. It seemed like I got probably 20-30 yards of rollout down that hill. That was probably, I mean, I struck it good. It faded a little bit. That was probably about a 245, 250 swing. So I don't know what the deal was with that, but 58 yards left, up 2. So we're at 60. Gonna go choke down approach wedge. And this is a feel type of control shot. See if I can get it right. A little bit thin. About 2 grooves too low. We'll see. It's straight though. Alright, that works. Contact wasn't the best, but we got away with it. It's gonna be a bird, I think, to start it off. I always like to see that. Give ourselves a good chance to put up a decent score, starting off in the red numbers here, versus putting yourself behind the 8 ball, obviously, with a bogey or worse. Feels good, like I mentioned. Was striking. I only hit driver once. There was only one par 4 on the first executive I played, and then that last round I played 9 holes at the championship. I was striking driver good again. Swing feels a bit quicker, probably just mostly because of the warmer weather. But it's always nice when you're striking driver good. You put something out there, 270, even 265 plus, and you gotta get some confidence going into these shots versus duck hooking them or slicing them off the tee. You kind of put yourself in a rough spot every single hole. But 1 under through 1, second hole par 3, 175, up 1, so 176. Unfortunately, an in-between number here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the 8 iron there. I've been seeing about 165, 170 out of the 8, occasionally up towards 175 if I really hit it good, but those are kind of few and far between, as you guys know, so I'm going to go 7. Don't need to hit this full. Been seeing about anywhere between, really, it's about a 185 club, anywhere between 180 and 190. Occasionally I creep up into the low to mid 190s, but just trying to put a good clean shot stroke on this thing. Choking down about an inch or 2. See what happens. A bit low. It's going to turn over more left than I would like, but see if it catches the left side of the green. I may need to get down just a tad. That's coming in kind of hot. And despite choking down, we still got 182 out of it. Good clean strike, just a little bit low and pulled it a little bit. Par though. Those are the type of mishits. I wish I could get my game permanently in a place where that's as bad as my basically bad gets. And obviously the good shots are even better, but if I can get to my game to a place where that's like a bad mishit for me, I'd be pretty happy. I'd be in a good position both here and on course to put up some good scores if I'm getting towards that level of consistency, but probably a long way from that still, if we ever get there, but that's what we're going for. Third hole, par 4, still 1 under through 2, 367. Gonna aim up that right side, try to release the club a bit more. Wasn't quite as quick on that one. Started up the right. I don't think it's going to come back a ton. Just trying to a little bit. A little bit of a lower launch again on that one, but still struck it good. I can feel my lower back tightening up just a bit now, but still good contact. I'll take that all day long. Alright, 85 left, up 1. So 86. It's going to be another about a 75% approach wedge. We'll see. It was kind of high and spinny to the right. That may be closer to 100. Sit. sit, sit. Alright, landed soft. Put a little bit too much on it, but luckily it wasn't a great strike. I popped that up more than I would like to, but kind of two negatives make a positive, I guess, on that one. Another par. Fourth hole, par 4, looks like a long one. Just double checking the camera real quick. Looks like we're good. Alright, 455, par 4. It was only men's and women's here, which is a little bit strange. All the other championships I've played back here, both on camera and off, there's been similar to like the Pete Dye or like the well-known PGA style courses. There's like 7, or I guess 5 to 10, right around like 7 different tee boxes, usually ranges from like black being the tips all the way down to like the reds. Kind of odd there was only 2 here, but this is, I mean, 455. This could almost be a par 5 for a lot of courses around here. So hopefully the good driver swings continue. We need a good one out there. Be able to get there in 2 here. And aim up that right side. Kind of swiped across it. That one's going to be out to the right. Get through that. Alright. Not the best swing there, but it's doable. For whatever reason, either I'm not swinging far enough out to the right, or I'm just not releasing the club quite as hard as I should be with these tee shots. They're kind of starting right and staying right, not turning over as much as I want them or need them to. But 188, down 4, however, we're in the rough. So that brings us to 184, plus we'll call it 19, basically 20. So 204, 203. I'm going to go 6 iron. Usually about, I've been playing this to about 200, anywhere from 195 to about 205 on a good strike. 5 irons about, so far what I've been seeing, about 215, and then 4 iron about 225. Let's see if I can strike this 6 good. Toey, caught it a bit heavy. That's going to be short left. Garmin had that fading. And a big generous bounce. Wow, that's lucky. Again, side spin, not exactly Garmin strong suit. I had that starting pretty straight and turning over left. Garmin had that starting pretty straight and fading a little bit. Either way, that would have not faded or drawn a ton anyways. It was still kind of a relatively straight shot, but we'll take it. Looks like we're going to be hitting it again as well. So, 5th hole, par 3. I mean, I could probably hit, if there was water further in front of the screen that I had to carry it, I'd probably just go 5 and possibly blast it over, but I'm going to try to strike that a little bit cleaner this time with the 6. And 205, par 3. Let's see if I can get right around 200 out of this. Thin, a little bit heely. We'll see. That might be thin enough to get it there. I don't know though. It's gonna have to take another big bounce. And it did. I'm noticing I've only played with these clubs, new clubs I get, the forged, the combo set P790, P770, the forged softer metal. I've only played them on course 3 times, but I'm already seeing some bag chatter show up on them, which is, it's gonna happen. Just a little bit frustrating. You see nice shiny clubs, they start to get nicked up because of the softer metal, but that's kind of what you deal with when you have forged clubs, I suppose. All right, staying steady here. Still 1 under through 5. 6th hole, par 5, 540. Up 10 yards this time, so whenever we hit this, if I hit it 270, it's going to play 260. Not going to try to do anything different on the swing, just try to put a good, clean, smooth swing contact-wise on it. And it feels like speed's been up a little bit so far today anyways, so. Alright, that one should definitely turn over left. That one was a little bit more aggressive, and it was a lower launch, but at least I got it to turn over. I kind of shut down my stance just a tad more on that. Not the best strike in the world, but at least more of a draw type of swing or a result. I think it was last round I pulled up the metrics on one of them, and I was swinging for that one drive. That one was probably similar. 2-point, Garmin had it. Who knows if that's close to what it is or dead on accurate or not even close, but it had me 2.5 degrees out to the right club path, which is good. That's a good recipe for a draw, and then it's just club face control after that. Not bad though. We're a little bit blocked out by these trees. 271 left, 238 is telling us to hit it, so just gonna go 4 hybrid. Pretty cool, although I don't look a ton at the suggested shots, but Garmin does remember all of your first, second, third shots and everything, and they recommend a distance, so it does know my 4 hybrid distance, generally my second shot if I can hit it right around 240, which is what I play this to. Let's see if I can put a good strike on it, obviously, first and foremost, and get lucky with this tree situation. A bit low and toey, but I struck it pretty good. That should be right up the gut. That was hit pretty hard. Yeah, 247. The most I've seen that I've hit this, that I've actually looked at on course, is 252. So I know when I really hit one good, it's around a 250 possible club, but that doesn't happen usually most of the time. So generally speaking, I play it a little bit less than that, but good shot there. 27 left. We're in the rough, so I'll call another 3. We're right at 30. I like that number. We're gonna go 56, and let's see. Continuing working on with the feel of these newer wedges. See if I can get 30 on the dot here. A little bit of a scuffy out to the right strike. Maybe just a tad short right. And it is, but we're on the inner circle, so not the best swing in the world. Good result, good read from the Garmin. That's exactly what happened. Another bird. Alright, 7th hole, par 4. 2 under, 338. What's the layout looking like? We're pretty straight, and then it goes a little bit to the right. We're gonna aim up there. Kind of a low line drive up the right. That's not going to come back a ton. Yep, started right, stayed right. That one, I still feel, I guess I'll take a look at it. 273. I would, if I have to bet before even looking at this, my club path should still be good. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm thinking the club face was just open. I still feel like I swung out to the right on that. We'll see right here. Swung it at 106, 152. That's not too bad considering I still think those numbers are on the low side, but ooh, nope, club path. So pretty much neutral club path. I thought I swung more out to the right. I guess that's a little bit more of the issue, and then club face is still a little bit open. Obviously the recipe for a draw is club path out to the right, so instead of 0.1 left, you want to be swinging from into out to the right, and then just having your club face shut. It can still be, club face can be out to the right, it just needs to be more shut in relation to your club path. So meaning you can, to draw the ball, it won't draw as aggressively, but you can have a club path say 3 degrees right, and with that club face 1.8 degrees right. They're still both right, but it's gonna, because your club face is more shut compared to your path in relation to your path, basically face to path. Was that on here? Where's face to path? Am I missing it? Oh, right there. So it's 2.0 right. Basically just that relationship of your club face and club path. You can still get a draw, but it is what it is. 65 yards, down 1, 10%, so 64 plus another 6, 7. Need about 70, 71. Approach wedge. Decent strike, just a tad high and a tad toey. Maybe a little bit on the long side, but still should be on the green. Yep. That was closer to like a 75-yard swing, but still experimenting of exactly how far I need to choke down and how hard I need to swing on those in-between shots with that approach wedge. 2 holes left. Overall though, I'm striking the ball good today across the bag. Wedges haven't been spectacular, but driver down through, pitching wedge, maybe even approach wedge. The 56 and the 60 haven't been great. Approach wedge kind of 50-50, but overall I'm pretty happy how I'm striking the ball. A day like this, I'm tempted to go and play instead of an executive after this to finish up one more 9-hole at a championship, but I can feel I'm getting hungry. I can feel my back starting to tighten up a little bit, so I should probably, we'll see what happens these next 2 holes, but I should probably just quit while I'm ahead with these championships, kind of put the driver away a bit for the day, and just finish up with a executive, which I'll likely do, but we'll see. 8th hole, par 3, 2 under through 7, 201, down 5, so I think it's still 6-iron territory. It's possible if I really stripe one, it's going to be a bit long, but oh, I came way across that. That was thin and out to the right. Not great there. All right, we got work to do. 26 yards, down 1, and we're in the rough. So 25, we'll call it another 3. 28. We're gonna go 56. Chunked it a little bit again. That's gonna have to go a little bit, but it was dead straight. Yep, dead straight at the pin, just a little bit chunky. Bogey, gave one back there. All right, let's see if we can get a par here. Par 5, I like that. Possibly even a bird. Keep it in the red numbers for the round. 9th and final hole here. Par 5, 536 yards. Not exactly a short one. We got water right. Gonna aim up there. I don't know if I'm gonna get 279 out of it, but this is just the line I'm taking right at that bunker. Hopefully turn one over left. Hopefully get good driver swing. Most likely like a 4 hybrid type of swing after that. And then we'll see. That was high toe out to the right. It'll be fine, but that was one of my poor swings. I'm still swinging it quicker, so I got decent distance on it, but that's not a very good central strike by any means. And we missed the fairway to the right. Well, definitely need a good 4 hybrid now. So we have 276 left into this green, and we're in the rough. So that's going to add basically another 28 yards onto it. So we need over 300, which nothing's going to get there. But as long as I put a good strike on this 4 hybrid, we'll be hitting 3 into this green with hopefully just a short little wedge. Struck it decent. It's gonna fade a little bit. Left the club face a tad open, but should be in that 230, 240 ballpark. And I'm pretty close to that. Now when I could feel I think they call it the kick point. Basically, I could feel the shaft flexing on that one. I think I ultimately am going to need my 3 hybrid, 4 hybrid, and 3 wood are just the standard RBZ stiff shafts. Everything else in my bag at this point is extra stiff, so I think I probably need that, and I can feel that one. I mean, I can compensate for it with my swing. I just need to swing it better, but that one, it felt like the club face, because of the extra flex with the shaft, was lagging a little bit, kind of kept it open. I could feel it kind of whip when I hit that one. That's more of an excuse than anything else, but that's what I did feel on that one. So 66 yards left, up 2, and we're in the rough. So that brings us to 68, plus we'll call it 7. So 75. Going approach wedge. Let's see. Be nice if we finish it off with a good wedge shot here. Oh, I thinned it. That's gonna get down, sit, land soft. Right over the pin, but kind of flipped my hands at it and I hit it thin, sculled that pretty good. Stayed on the green though, luckily. Generous greens around here with the R10 with no putting, but hard to finish it. So we kept it in the red numbers from Bonifay Country Club. Again, in the Villages, part of the Villages series that I'm doing here. This was the Destin course. We ended up with a 1 under 35, so again, pretty clean scorecard. Relatively happy. Could feel fatigue creeping in a little bit here at the end, so I will probably just play a executive and then call it a day after this. Right now, this was 27 holes. Another 9 will be my full 36 that I usually do here, but can feel a little bit more dispersion increasing, some off-center strikes, just that lower back tightening up a little bit. But overall, based on this one, the executive I played first, and the other championship I just played, relatively happy so far. So it's always good when you come out here and you feel like you're playing decent. Only 2 out of 6 fairways. Driver wasn't as good this round. However, greens regulation will take that again. 8 out of 9, same thing as the last round. And then 16 putts. A little bit on the high side, but at least it's under 2 putts a hole, so we'll take it. And I mean, 1 under. Can't be too mad about any of that, so it is what it is. Again, like I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about this Villages series. Sooner than later, you guys will eventually be seeing I'm going next week down to the Villages again for another week. I'm planning on playing and recording a lot, so sooner than later you'll get a big flurry of on-course rounds from the Villages once I get back, get everything situated, and get into the editing booth for hours and hours and hours on end. But if you have any requests for courses you'd like to see me play, whether in the Villages or not, basically, if you've heard of the course, if you've played it, it's very high likely percent, like a 99% chance I'm able to play it here on the Garmin. So whether it's your home course, local course, private course in the area, anything in between, just give me the name of the course and the location down in the comments, and then just a little bit of background information. So I'm gonna wrap this one up, reset things here, play a 9-hole executive to finish things up here, work on more of the irons, and call it a day. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.